Hi friends, welcome to Chelsea Reads, where we get to live vicariously through other people's drama. Today we'll be exploring r/NiceGuys. Okay, so for this post, it is titled, A High Quality Gentleman Like Myself. And my friends, dear listeners, this has more emojis than most of the MLM posts that I've been reading. So this is gonna be fun. So this is a dating profile and it starts with a quote. The purpose of dating should be to find a person to marry. Steve Anderson. American flag emoji. 100 emoji. Then we have 3 snowy mountain emojis framed over the all caps word Asatruar. Asatruar. Yeah, I think that's how it's pronounced. Asatrua is like a pagan Norse religion, and so that's what that is. I had to look it up. And then we have wolf emojis framed over a parenthesis that says Germanic/Norse pagan. Then it says Anglo-Saxon/Celtic descent, and we've got 3 flag emojis for England, Scotland, and Sweden. And it continues to say dashing, cultured, and charming. What more could you ask for? And it's the smarmy emoji, the winky face emoji, and the rose emoji. A strong-minded, industrious, protective, romantic, dominant, chivalrous, and affectionate Anglo-Saxon Englishman looking for a beautiful young woman to date, have kids with, get engaged with, marry and settle down with. Heart eyes emoji, blowing kiss emoji, white praying hands emoji. I don't mind about distance, as long as we actually plan to meet in person and progress things onwards and upwards, with a little family emoji, dad, mom, and 2 little kids. Would love to be with a woman that is loyal, honest, feminine, submissive, affectionate, courteous, and humorous. White praying hands emoji. Not gonna lie, I have a soft spot for Asian, African, Arabic, and Indian/Bengali women. Hard eyes emoji, kissy face emoji, haha. And then it's chain emoji, 4 sheep emojis, chain emoji, tilted crying laughing emoji, sigma male, wolf emoji, eagle emoji, shark emoji. Just looking for my soulmate in life, angel emoji. Aren't we all? All I can say is she is darn late, haha, crying laughing emojis. Looking for a soul that is romantic, loving, honest, caring, and feminine. So I'm not asking for much, haha, crying laughing emoji. Happy searching all, serene smiley face. I don't exactly have an Arnold Schwarzenegger body just yet, but I am gymming it 3 times a week, so I'm working on losing the meatloaf dad bod. Crinkly laughing emoji, tilted crying laughing emojis. Looking for a beautiful soul that will make the Queen song Somebody to Love less relatable and make the Queen song I Was Born to Love You more relatable. Then music emoji, heart on fire emoji. So, where is the lucky lady that I'm getting wrinkly with in old age? Winky face, closed eyes laughing emoji, tilted laughing emoji. Dude, these emojis. Here's some questions you can ask me if you don't know how best to start a convo. And then the little tongue sticking out smiley face. What's the last book you read? What conspiracy theory do you believe in? What song would you have us dance to? What's your go-to karaoke song? What's been your favorite holiday story? What's your favorite kink? What's a dark secret you have? What's the song you most relate to in life? What's your favorite childhood memory? P.S. I'm looking for a real woman, a classy, dignified, elegant, family-oriented, and intelligent woman that is wife material, sunglasses emoji. A high-quality gentleman like myself knows my own worth, and I don't date women that belong to the streets. Empty parenthesis, sunglasses emoji. Peace out, white peace sign emoji. I'm exhausted just by the emojis, but also, like, dude. Oh, okay, so For one thing, we need to acknowledge about the fact that the whole sigma male, alpha male, beta male, whatever, all that stuff is just BS pseudoscience. It's based off of this classification of wolves and how they run in a pack together. And the scientist who came up with this theory has since gone on to say, nah, I was like totally wrong. This isn't founded in any type of reality, and it's not like how wolves actually interact with each other. It was a theory at some point. With a lot of theories, when you test them out, sometimes they don't end up being true. And so in this case, it was a theory and it wasn't true, but a lot of people took it as this metaphor for how men should behave and how men dynamics work and how they get mates and stuff like that. But you know, people aren't wolves. I think that shouldn't have to be said, and that's just like not how people work. Sure, there are people who are a little bit more domineering or have more charisma or something, but that's really just like, it's not how people work. And also, when a lot of times when people talk about like Viking stuff or Norse stuff, this is not how it is always, but sometimes that can be kind of a dog whistle for racism. I don't think I need to elaborate too much about it, but if you're curious about it, I would definitely say do some research on it, because it's really interesting how a lot of people who are racist end up kind of absorbing other cultures' beliefs and symbolism, and they absorb that into their zeitgeist, and it just ends up kind of twisting everything. And so it's a little bit of a rabbit hole. It's interesting to dive into though. And you may make the argument about like, oh, but he said that he likes these different races of women that he lists and everything. But a lot of times that can be because they feel like there's this stereotype that Asian women or Arabic Indian women could be more submissive just like naturally because of like their culture or whatever, which again, not true, but that's kind of what the belief is. And so there's a bit of that kind of fetishization, I can say that, fetish of those races. And so that's probably where that comes in. And you know, you may think that I'm making assumptions, but there's a lot of things if you read in between the lines here. He even says he wants them to be feminine and submissive and courteous. And those are all those words to say that they want someone who's just gonna be like, just somebody who doesn't have a mind of their own and will listen to anything you say and not talk back and stuff. And like, that's not cool. He's trying so hard to come across as like intelligent and worldly and easygoing too, thus the emojis. But really, it's just like totally not it, like at all. Ugh. This is pretty cringe on many different levels. This post is titled, "She immensely hates men with good virtues." The fine line of conflict between women and men. The attitude and hypocrisy of women is ironic and funny. Everything is a consequence of your own actions in life. It's funny that the majority, especially older women, manipulate younger women mentally and ideologically to encourage promiscuity and in order to enjoy life until they reach despair when they turn 25 years old, in which they begin to beat the desperation of marrying anyone to have children and stability. This is the worst type of woman in a relationship. They are toxic and bad people deceiving good men by pretending to be worthy saints and prudes. In reality, this is the worst type of woman to have a relationship with in life, because she knows that she immensely hates men with good virtues, even though she wants them to be financially supported. Every man who has self-love, high values, male empowerment, and gender awareness and social class awareness denies this type of woman in his life, who does not and will never seek a real bond with you. Real men know where to find the right person and will always look to younger women to create a strong bond so they can later get married and have several children. If you have minimal knowledge of biology and natural selection, you know that I am telling the complete truth. A man has basic criteria for a woman to start a family, and many nowadays do not meet these minimum requirements, which are being young, almost no promiscuity or relationships, religious, conservative, want to form a family from an early age, and have several children. In short, generally the man first dates the girl for at least 6 to 7 years of dating, then marriage, then there are several biological children of your own blood. Well, that's kind of what biological means. So, moving on. Women know that men always look for this. The question for you women is, are you really willing to have a non-toxic and true relationship offering your best years of life as a girl, parenthesis, youth, to the man, and would you be willing to give the he children and live many years married until old age? If your answer is yes, congratulations, you have overcome feminist ideology and are in a lasting, non-toxic marriage. You are a rare woman in society, parenthesis 0.0099% of the population. I'm gonna need some citations on that, unless you just made up the math, which you probably did. If you are a feminist man and you don't agree with my opinion about true facts of reality, I'm sorry, but you urgently need a psychologist. But if you insist, I suggest you get involved with older women and try your luck to have children with disabilities. Statically, yes, he actually said statically. I think he meant statistically. Let's make assumptions about a woman's expiration date. Ooh, we have expiration dates? I didn't know that women were comparable to jugs of milk or yogurt. Any dairy product, really. All right, so this is this guy's little scenario here, so strap in. A woman between the ages of 30 to 39 decided to start a family and want to have children. Let's say she finds a man willing to get married and meet her. After 7 years of dating, the woman will be in the age range of 36 or 37 to 45 or 46 years old. After 1 or 2 years of marriage and both couples decide to have children, the wife will try to have children in the range of 38 to 40 or 47 to 48 years old to have the first one once in her life. Practically, the wife will need years of hormonal therapy to have her first child in her life. 5 years pass in the attempt, and we assume that the wife is now 43 to 45 or 52 to 53 years old, or has her first child. But it is a, quote, special child with a genetic carrier of Down syndrome. The husband wanted to have more children, and the wife is unable to have one anyway wanting. Okay. Anyway wanting. Both parents become too old or die before the children reaches adulthood. Then it leads to lost and helpless child in the future, and child's psychological problems end. Yeah, that's how every single relationship goes for people who start dating when they're 30 to 40 years old. Every single one. There's so many statistics saying that. Can you sense my sarcasm? Do I need to lay it on thicker? I mean, we got the spackle here, spackle sarcasm. I can lay it on as thick as you like, man. Am I building the picture for you? Oh my goodness, like, this whole thing was just so bad. I mean, for one, it does that classic nice guys thing that we've been seeing as we're going through these posts, which is basically saying that women are a hive mind and every single woman's the same, and just any kind of nuance, whether it comes to personality or health issues or anything like that, is like totally null to the nice guys. Like, all women are cookie cutter, built out of the same mold, and the only thing that ruins them is feminism, because, you know, that encourages them to think for themselves. And oh my goodness, it's so It's so bad because it gets a little problematic when they start talking about you gotta date for they repeat this whole dating for 6 to 7 years thing, but you're also saying at the same time you have to marry the woman by like 25, right? Or start having kids before 25. So that math ain't mathin' if you have to date for 6 to 7 years and be married for a year or two, but you want her to start having kids by 25. That math ain't mathin', and that's where we get into some dangerous territories and really, really icky territories. This is just such a toxic mentality though, because it just basically says that people aren't people, individuals aren't individuals. It's not like there's ever been a 25-year-old woman who can't have kids because of one reason or another. You know, like apparently that woman's never existed, but once you hit 26 years old, then all your eggs dry up and you're just completely worthless. Like any of these things, it's just so silly and short-sighted and just obtuse. So that was r/NiceGuys. What did you think of today's stories? What do you think of the Nice Guys? Are they totally crazy? Are they funny? I think they're funny. I think they're a little bit sad too, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately. It's good to think that they're sad, but it's unfortunate that they are sad and that they have this mentality, and I hope that in the future that they'll be able to turn their mindsets around. And so let's all put good vibes out there for that. And anyway, I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment down below. Give this video a little like or subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, as always, please remember to be kind to other people and be kind to yourself. Talk to you soon.